Anywhere you go, you belong. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
What's up guys, welcome to my channel, and today for my first video I'm going to be showing you guys the difference between regular curling irons and a curling wand. There's a big difference, so I'm going to tell you about it while I take down my mannequin's hair and let these preheat. For a curling wands preheat very fast, they heat up very fast. So I'm going to curl up, well I guess you could say put up these first. I'm going to plug these in to the outlets that I have. And you have to turn them on here. There's always a temperature setting on every hot tool, I believe, whether it's like low or high, or if there's a different degree for each one. But this is a 3/4 barrel I have, and this one is a 1-inch barrel. And this one here is a 1/2 inch curling wand, which I will tell you guys about in just a moment. On high, mainly because this hair is gonna be really like messy when I use it, so I can go ahead and plug this one up too. This heats up really fast, so I'll tell you about this one first. So basically, curling wands, as you can see, they don't have a clamp how curling irons do. Like here you see a clamp. This is the clamp curling irons come with. While the curling wand, it's no clamp, and it's not as versatile. It either defines the curls that are already there, or you just make tight ringlets, which is kind of what's on this mannequin now, which I have used yesterday. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the air down while I tell you all about it. So with the curling wand, it's tight curls and ringlets only, and it's not as versatile. There's only one way you can use it, one way every time. But with a curling iron, you get to use it different ways. You can make different curls, different patterns with it, and it kind of just works out all around. Only the downside though, it does heat up faster and your clamp can break. You could still use it if the clamp breaks, but then that'd just become a wand if the clamp broke, in my opinion. But I'm gonna take down the hairstyle I did yesterday, which was 2 cornrows at the back, 1 at the front, and then I used a curling wand to get these type of curls. It looked better yesterday, but the mannequin kind of fell down in my room this morning and throughout the day. But very easy to use. Both are easy to use in my opinion once you learn how to, but there's so many different methods you can use with each of them, which is how I figured out, sadly. I learned, okay, probably should just stick to one, not the other. I'm gonna go ahead and compare it after I take down all of these braids and I have to brush out the hair. I'm gonna use this detangling brush I got offline. Well, online, yeah, I'm just gonna detangle the whole side. This side here, it's already parted in the middle kind of evenly, so this side is going to be the curling wand, and this side will be the curling iron. The hair is already curly, but I'm just gonna brush it out and hope it's not as curly, just so that way I can try to show y'all the full effect of it. Okay? One thing I didn't like though was brushing this out. It made me upset brushing it out. Not only because it took me a while. It's a full head of hair, took me about 3 hours to do, maybe a little bit more, but brushing it out didn't take that long. It was just kind of tangled and really wavy. So I also have some hair ties I'm going to use to pin up one side and some crocodile clips, but I'm going to like take a small section just to show you guys a few curls for each side. I need to get one of these hair ties here. I like to use the wide hair ties when I'm not trying to do an actual style, just because if you know with wide hair ties, it's not always the best option when you're actually trying to do your hair for like something or go somewhere. So I always just kind of use these for like mannequins, because the wide ones they make me upset. They do, because it's not enough for 3, but it's too much for 2. So then you're out here with a loose hair tie and your hair or ponytail is just loose, and it is not enjoyable at all. Like these were kind of I use these to break in. If I have new round hair ties, the rounder the hair tie, the newer and rounder, it kind of hurts your head a bit. So I like to break in the new ones on my mannequin head. But her hair is also very tangled, just because that's kind of how it is. You don't add any product or anything to it to like help detangle it or like wet it, it's gonna stay tangled, especially at the ends, because she's falling on the floor all the time. Well, I guess she's not really a person, but y'all get the point. She has knots in her hair that I have to either rip the knot out or like, I don't know, just try and take it knot out, honestly. But with rubber bands, the only good part about like the curling iron rubber bands is that it's easy to melt. They just pop right off. I have to just break the hair off, honestly. But since, okay, this one's hot. Okay, they're all hot. But it's a very simple difference between curling and curling iron and curling wand. The wand is probably my favorite to use, only because I got it down pretty easily, while with the curling iron, there were so many methods with the curling iron that I didn't know which one I liked the most. So that's what I was trying to like learn the entire time I had them. And 2 different barrels. There are differences between barrels, or big differences, which I will definitely show you guys in a different video. But, you know, today is just about the wand versus the iron. Which one I prefer is if I want the curls that I want, I prefer wand. But if I want less time and possibly, I don't know, I guess you could say, if I don't want it to be more permanent, because curls fall out of my hair very fast. That's something I figured out. I could lay down on my bed, or I could be sitting up on my bed, but if I accidentally fall, if I brush something against my hair, not like an actual brush, but like a pillow hits my head, yeah, the curls are kind of just gone, which kind of stinks, but it is what it is. So for this side here, I'm going to take my comb. I have a red comb that I will use for every single part I do. Just gonna part it down the front like this. And I'm gonna hold the rest back while I crocodile clip. They could probably call it something else, but I call them crocodile clips because that's what I've seen many people call them, crocodile clips. I'm gonna tie the hair up. I thought we were gonna do the curling one first, but the curling iron side is already up, and it feels like it takes less time. So for this side here, I'm just gonna start off at the bottom. Just gonna, like, also you can take in more hair depending on the curling iron barrel. Okay. Trusty box of tools and my clip. I'm gonna go ahead and clip this to the other side because it won't get like mixed in or anything. Here it is. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna do this side, and I'm gonna show you the curl. Then I'll try doing one with a different barrel. We're gonna go in with our 1-inch barrel first. Okay. I like to go underhanded when it's like underways but outward, if that makes sense. I'm curling it the same way for each iron, but I only have to hold it on for just a few seconds. Then I twist it off. Then I guess I twirl with my finger. I'll try and show y'all. So this is the curl. It's a very, I guess you could say, loose curl. Honestly, the bigger the barrel, the looser the curl is going to be. With different barrels, bigger barrels are for longer hair, while smaller barrels are for shorter hair and like tighter curls. So we're gonna go ahead and do one, but on this side. I've never done like curling hair this way before, where I'm not on the same side as the wand or iron. So we're gonna try it this way, and I'm still going to use the big one. I'm gonna do 2 with the big one, 2 with the small one, then 4 with the iron wand. Okay. Going outward. See, it might be going inward though, honestly, because I'm on a different side. Then I twist, and then I twist with my finger out. See how that looks. Not bad, not bad. I did go the other way though. I went this way and I go this way, so that is sad. I do like the other way the most because I don't know why, I just always have. I feel like it makes the hair look like it wasn't just in a ponytail. You know when you put your hair in a ponytail and after you take it out for a while your hair is all up here and not down to the side, so you have to like fix it and everything. That's kind of how this looks. We're gonna go on 3/4 barrel. I'm gonna turn the head just a bit so hopefully you can see it. Going under. Sometimes I do a little click if I can. I don't know why, something about curling hair is just so fun and relaxing to me. I'm gonna twist it out. That's one. I'm gonna do one more for this section here. No. I'm gonna start above the clip for a second. Okay. section. It's a pretty big section. But the smaller the barrel, the less hair you have to use, honestly. So, one more. I can curl other hair, but not my own. I miss a whole section when I curl my hair, like the very back, because at the back it's a bit shorter in some areas. So that always never really works out the way I want it to. Okay, these are the two for this side. These are with both barrels, the 3/4 inch and the 1 inch. Both of the curls, they're not bad, but I definitely would probably improve a few things. When it's facing me, I can be very fast with curls, but this time, you know, it took a bit of extra time than it normally does. I'm gonna clip this up here like that. Okay, this is probably, let me tell you, don't use the crocodile clips like this. My claw clip's all the way over there, but it's way too big for this part. Don't do what I just did. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on this side though. I'm gonna probably do a smaller section though, only because I did not plan on probably only doing 4. So the hair is curly and tangled. That's the only part I don't like about it, is that when you get done with it, you're detangling a lot, and you probably would just be better off with putting conditioner in your hair, wetting the hair, then doing conditioner, just so that way it doesn't really, what's the word I'm looking for, really tangle as much. I'm just gonna claw clip this slap right here. Okay. Comb it. Take a small section. See, you could do big sections on here, but I like to be precise with it and make sure that like it looks good and everything. I'm gonna just stick the comb in the hair. Here's this section here. Well, I need that. I'm gonna comb the hair out. Normally the hair would be like straight before I did this. The hair that I did it last time was straight in. I just used a hot comb on it. You know what stinks about this, you guys? I plugged this up and I forgot to turn the temperature. So, to turn the temperature, I have to keep forgetting because it's not a curling iron where you just have to press an on button. You have to actually twist it. So I'm going to keep it between, this is about, I want to say 300. And it heats up fast. That's the good part. It heats up fast. So while I'm waiting for that, I'll just go ahead and do another curl. They don't take very long. One barrel, I like doing the 1 barrel curls for longer pieces of hair, or in the back, but in the front, if I want it to look more defined a bit, I'll just do a shorter barrel. Longer barrels definitely don't take as long as shorter barrels do, only because with shorter barrels, I feel like they just take longer because you can't add as much hair in and everything, so it just doesn't really work out the best. And then unclip. Oh, okay, that's ready. It's ready. It does heat up fast because I just forgot to do it, but now it's ready. Here's the hair I'm gonna do. I can actually do it like this. And always make sure it's facing down. I'll show you a full video on how to use a wand, but you want to curl the hair around like this. And then there should be a piece at the front, and then you can kind of go inwards. But it doesn't take that long to form a curl, honestly. I don't know if you can see that, but it's there and it works. Okay, I can do a lot of these though. See, when I get it down packed, I got it down packed, and it took me a while. I did my mom's hair, and it took me a while. Then I had rude company when I was with my client. I don't have real clients, you guys. My family members are my clients. But I had rude company. She said she's gonna leave me a bad review. And I don't know if I have that bad review, but it's very easy to use this. I didn't test this. I tested one section on a mannequin without knowing what I was gonna really do. Then I got my client in the room, and I didn't really know what I was doing, but I learned along the way. But I don't think I burnt my client. I don't think I burnt my client. I burnt my client jumps. My client didn't jump, y'all. Therefore, I think I succeeded. This is my first time using that. I burned my fingers, but at least I didn't burn the actual person. Otherwise, it would have been, you're never doing my hair until you figure out how to use that wand, child. Yep. But always face it down. If you face it upwards, I'll show you what happens when you face it upwards. That's the thing about curling wands, is you have to face it a certain way if you want a good result. If you face it upwards, like you can do a curling iron any kind of way, and the curl should still look the same. or it could like turn out differently but look good. But if I did this, I did do this, and I did this for the middle only because I didn't think wisely. But do it like this, and then it's like up here now, right? It should be down here, but before it's like, depending on how you curl it, it's up here or whatever. But I've gotten better at it. I've gotten way better at it. My preference is the curling wand. It's just fun to do the curling wand because the curling iron makes me mad sometimes because not always my curls always look the same, and I don't like that. Because for the shorter hair, when I do my hair, at least, hair is shorter in the back than it is in the front. But then also some of the front is like longer than some of the other pieces in the front. So I end up having to use this one and this one. They're both plugged in. I keep forgetting. And sometimes I'll grab this area. I'll grab this part and it doesn't work out for me. But you have these here and then you have these over here. I like the ringlets better than the other curls. I'd probably want these more than in the other ones because these last longer for me at least. Well, I haven't used it on my head, but these lasted longer than my curls did on my mannequin whenever I did the hair. So I definitely prefer this, but I'd say they're both good depending on what you want, but that's just a big difference. Wands don't have a clamp, they heat up faster, and they're for more natural looking curls, while iron is for, I don't know, fancy curls I'd say fancier curls, and if you don't want it to last as long, unless you're using like hairspray or something, then this is what it's useful for. They don't create that natural curl, but they do work. They work really well. Take a while to heat up longer, but they both have temperature settings, which is good. And that's just my difference. I think that's what's the difference. One is less time, the other one's more time, but still somehow less time. Get to use more hair with this, depending on your barrel. You could use more hair, and it looks less natural, but it still is good. This, less hair, heats up faster, easier to just go down. It takes like 5 seconds to really just be on here to get a curl, and then you're good to go. So I say time-wise, this one, if you don't have a lot of hair, otherwise you're going to be there for 3 hours. But if you have long hair, use this one, because it'll heat up. This one heats up, takes about a minute to heat up. This one I feel like took barely a minute, it feels like. But I think both are really good, and I still use both. And that's it. If y'all enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one.